I'm Dave Valenzuela. I'm the superintendent for Three Rivers School District. I'm always looking for ways to improve the life and experience for our students in Three Rivers School District. And I never once stopped to think that by changing the lights in a classroom, that I would offer students the opportunity to have a more robust, healthy experience in a classroom. Our partnership with Plan LED, with support from Aramark, we're able to put human-centric lighting into several of our classrooms and hopefully one day across the district.
So it's so crazy about how much light can actually do for you and your mental health and your body.
I'm more awake, and when I'm in this class, I'm more active, like when the lights are this color.
I used to see people falling asleep in science class before, but now I've seen much less of that.
Typically, I drink an entire pot of my French press, as dark as I can make it, 6 cups in the morning, and then I usually would have another cup or 2 in the afternoon. And I pretty much went cold turkey with no coffee. It's been about a week and a half now, I guess, and no headache whatsoever. I feel fine.
In 2016, we started a community outreach program called Shine in partnership with New York Yankees and Mariano Rivera.
We wanted to do more than just have lights in our stadium. We wanted to be able to use the power of our brand, the power of our athletes, the profound way in which they could deliver those messages to our audience better than we could ever do, and use the power of John's technology to do something long-term and sustainable within our communities.
So by sharing our story that illustrates the profound biological effects of lighting, we can really empower the young minds to make conscious decisions that can powerfully transform their own lives.
It was kind of interesting for me to learn about like the circadian rhythm and all that, like how you have an internal clock and how it works.
I love learning about science. I love all kinds of sciencey things, and hearing about this is really, really cool. I've never heard about this before in my life. I've heard that like phone screens are bad for you, but not necessarily like the lights we use every single day.
And how it's affected by different like types of light, especially blue light.
And it makes a total amount of sense. And I think it makes sense to the kids too, which is why they're embracing it.
I feel like I've definitely improved on my habits. I feel like it's definitely been helping me a lot more.
So it was hard for me to even fall asleep because it was like I was always making myself go to bed instead of actually just like naturally just falling asleep.
I used to go to bed super late at night, like sometimes 2 to 3, and then I would wake up at 6.
It would take me multiple hours even just to fall asleep.
I try to eat before dark.
I have started not being on my phone as much, and
because of what I learned, I decided to, like in my bedroom, I have multiple lights. Turn all my lights down to like different settings. Like I have these LED light strips, I turn those to red and turn them down really low.
near the end of the day, turning off a lot of items that emit blue light.
On my computer, you can turn down the brightness and mess with the blue light.
I generally like to eat, past 10 o'clock, but I've stopped doing that quite a bit, and I feel like it's definitely helped me get into a more deeper sleep.
I stopped eating food after 8, and I ended up going to bed earlier than usually.
I have started going to bed earlier. Usually I'd go to bed at like 11. I've started going to bed at like 9, 10 o'clock.
I'd say go to sleep more peacefully, I guess. It definitely helps with being able to get up. Your joints aren't as stiff. You're definitely helping your body and you get more rest.
I don't wake up as much in the night, and when I wake up I feel like more energized, even though I don't want to get up.
And I wake up like energized and I'm ready to start my day.
All of a sudden, after all the changes I made, I was able to actually like fall asleep naturally.
I definitely think it'd be a lot better for people to get taught this more.
I'm standing in Hidden Valley's gymnasium under our sports theater system, a new lighting concept for K-12 education and high school sports.
We've got to display the lights for our student body, our entire student body during assemblies, what this does for our school spirit, how it magnifies that school spirit, the excitement that it creates with the student body. we're really excited about what it can do and what it can provide for our entire community.
I got to talk to a few of the students after the event. What did you think about the new lighting that we have here in the gym? And they started to talk about how the vibe, the feel of that event, of that assembly, was something that they had never experienced before.
And it was amazing. The colors made it feel like it was like out of performance, and we were like actually having some like real life performance thing happening. It was so lively and amazing, and it just made it feel like, oh my God, I'm gonna participate. I'm gonna scream and yell at the top of my lungs.
And it just made everyone more energized and more excited for the outcome.
That arena type feel, I mean, it just looked amazing.
The feeling of the lights being centered on the kids, bringing the focus to the players. It reminded me of being at a place like Moda Center in Portland, when you feel like when you're in the stands and it's a little bit darker, but all that focus is on the players. And so I think that's going to make our games feel, like I said earlier, just a little more special, I think.
When the project was complete and we got to see the kids enjoying the lights for the first time, there was more energy and excitement than I had seen in any of the sporting events I had been involved with.
I feel like it was like a different world because like all of the lighting, it felt like a concert. Like it encouraged me to put myself out there, be louder, be more energetic.
One of the things that's most important to us is making a difference in the youth. And we spend a lot of time educating them about technology, about how it impacts their performance and their health, and hopefully inspiring them to be champions for a better world in the future.